Hi, good morning. This is a UFT clip. It's actually a tie clip. It's equivalent to a diamond ring. It would go on my wedding ring finger and has been presented by my mother and put in by my husband, put onto my ring finger by my husband, but it fit into the little finger. All right, the ring. My mother unconsciously made a Freudian slip. Because I'm the youngest of her three children, so she made it fit into my little finger. Anyways, so diamonds are made of carbon. So carbon in this Greek computer, random turning of the dials came to 12, 12, 12, 6. Atomic weight three times, atomic number once. So that's key. So diamonds, as Professor Shaw had said on our course, are unstable at they're not thermostable at really high temperatures. They just become nothing. All right, which is kind of a lesson in it for you. So high temperatures, diamond wedding rings fizzle out into nothing. All right, so before I continue further, little drops of blue make a mighty ocean of intellect, intelligence, and innovation. So we will all hope for little drops of blue going on to become mightier and mightier things in our lives. This entire poem is a synecdoche, a tribute to all of my chemical engineering, mathematics, and mechanical engineering, because I have two engineering analysis courses from mechanical engineering and biochemistry professors. All right, but this is mainly to Professor Brad Saville. Yesterday I shared with you that a friend said that he has chosen to take on the ways of a woman. And from many years, this has preyed on my life in a way. He has preyed on my life in a way that I can never express, and that I'd be laughed at by people if I were to share, and in ways that I don't care to share. Also, all right, because he's a fallen hero in my life. So you see, so anyways, so dedicated to all of my and your professors who have professional etiquette, ethics, and integrity. I see you, Professor Brad Saville, as you were when I first laid eyes on you. You were the course coordinator of chemical reaction engineering, and you were solemn, strict, and a bit of a stuffed shirt, as befitting your profession of a chemical engineering professor at the prestigious, esteemed University of Toronto. You had a deliberate style of talking, bordering on pompous or ponderous. The second word I beg of you to check, it's a Dickens word if it fits in. But he had a very distinct style, which won my graduate students' heart, and in class you became my as favorite as all the other professors who taught me at the University of Toronto actors in the Shakespearean drama or documentary feature film. My GPA, good, poor, average, and in matters of the mind, excellent. I see you, Professor Brad Saville, in official settings, beyond the regular meetings and discussions we had. An ardent Toronto Maple Leafs, nay, Edmonton Oilers, and the Toronto Blue Jays fan, and the Toronto Raptors fan, and I guess the Toronto Argonauts fan. I see you clearly, occasionally, bespectacled and serious as the official setting required, full of knowledgeable chemical engineering research input and suggestions, mostly enzyme engineering. I see you, Professor Brad Saville, in my MN thesis defense, neck to neck with Professor Jane Phillips, the then graduate coordinator, Professors Charles Chia and Yulin Chang, a feminist professor with other feminist professors, burning me as the occasion called for, and I, the feminist graduate student, totally awed by all of your official status. I see you, Professor Saville, wishing me well during my 9 months of pregnancy, which was spent in your labs as a graduate student pursuing my MSc in chemical engineering. You, at my request, followed the women's guidelines for pregnant women, practiced workplace safety, and were always a force behind my own progress. I see you, Professor Saville, during my MASc thesis defense with Professors Grant D. Allen and Levin Diosidi, who were strict examiners but totally sympathetic to my advanced state of pregnancy, giving me my inner strength to do well and do you proud as my supervisor. I see you, Professor Saville, the few times that you gave me the appreciative eye or your nod of approval, and shall not count the times you made me weep after after because I progressed a little too ahead, a little too well maybe in my with my own thinking and analysis. I see you, Professor Saville, for the man you once were, a man who valued his students and their work. May my memory stay there eternally. Eternally fresh and beautiful as they are, those memories. Words of association, professor. What am I going to come up with? Intellect, fair, rewarding, classroom, student, thesis, work, payment, teaching, subject matter. He was also my supervisor during my 18-month research project done in the chemical engineering department, and it is also an applied chemistry department in the University of Toronto. Signing out, Gayatri B. Sitaram. Thank you. I'm coming to you from my YouTube.